Does it smell good? No. Hey sugar cubes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonna. I don't have a cute tagline because I am here so sparingly, but I have something really fun that I want to share with y'all. I found this perfumer. I think they can be considered an indie perfumer called Imaginary Authors. And Imaginary Authors is a brand that, let me just read it to you. I'm gonna just read it to you. Imaginary Authors offers wildly unique fragrances born from the concept of a scent as an art, and art as a provocation. Like a good book, these scents are meant to inspire you. In these bottles are layered narratives that are sure to generate stirring conversation, fragrances that might be capable of changing the course of your own personal story. They not only invigorate and intoxicate, but they also take you to a new place. Each Imaginary Authors fragrance allows a compelling storyline peppered with intriguing twists, and these are scents to curl up with, to share with friends, to take with you wherever you go, and to return to again and again for a uniquely transcendent experience. Like, how could I not? Like, how could I not? So, Imaginary Authors, also really drawn to them because they have ungendered scents. And if you go to their about and their FAQ, they explain why the scents are ungendered, and it's not weird. I just like have a hard time sometimes buying perfume that is like so heavily gendered, or fragrance that is so heavily gendered knowingly. Like, in the past I've bought like a cologne and not realized it was cologne. I just thought it was just a unisex fragrance, and the marketing around it was kind of gross, but it was one of my favorite fragrances like of all time, and that is Aqua di Gio. So I bought their short story sample collection thing. It's customizable. I picked 8 scents that appealed to me. I am going to show them to you over the course of 3 videos because I think that if you have interacted with me in one way or another, you know that I talk a lot. And I would not expect anybody to sit through a video of all 8. So this video, we're gonna do the first 3. Enjoy. Go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss when part 2 and part 3 come out. And I don't know how to segue this at all. So yesterday I ran out of my soap, my bar soap. I use the African black soap from Shea Moisture. I like African black soap. It's like a mild, but it's like kind of sweet smell. So I use my partner soap, which I don't know what it is. It's just like a bar soap. But it's got like an ozone and like evergreen, like a fir kind of scent. So I put on my charcoal native deodorant because it's like also, it's just like a clean smell. And out of the 8, this is my first day. Today is day 1. Out of the 8, I'm going to be trying on Telegramma. Okay, so I haven't smelled, this outfit is a lot. My favorite thing about working from home is trying on new perfume and also putting on ridiculous outfits. So don't look. So Telegramma, here it is. Let's get to spraying. Maybe. Wow, that smells so good. That, I haven't even put it to my, oh bro. Wow. This is, first of all, the way that this is layered, beautiful unisex scent. This with this soap and this charcoal deodorant was a really good idea. This smells so good. I'm really pulling the lavender out. And the talc is like very present. This is really good. This is really good. I really like this. Telegramma reminds me a lot of being at my grandparents' house. Like this, it's like a smell of it's so, the nostalgia is making it really hard for me to speak right now, but it's like the smell of like my Nana's beauty products mixed with like the smell of like my grandfather. Like this smell I think would be my grandparents mixed together. I think that the black pepper and the teak are like my grandpa, and the talc, the vanilla powder, and the lavender are my Nana. And I think that the fresh linens is like both of them together. I always do this. I have a really hard time when I try Discovery scents. I try not to pick the one that I was the most excited about first, because then that's the one I'm ultimately gonna end up buying. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. It's like unisex, but it like leans just a tad masculine. But I don't know if I feel that way just because of the notes of the soap, and I don't know what the soap actually is. I just know that it smells like, it has like this ozone and fur, almost like a mountain kind of scent, like, you know, that male mountain concept that they sell all the time. So this is, I really like this, and I will check in with you later today to see how it blooms. So 3 hours have passed and it's still nice. I'm not as excited about it as I was. The sillage is like, I think that maybe in about an hour I would probably have to reapply if I really wanted to get that lavender that I was getting in the first place. It's really just giving a maris right now, which is a cedar-like note with a hint of vanilla. I'm just kind of okay with it right now. So let's check back in another couple hours. So it's been about 6 hours now since I put it on, and it's still present. It's like very much just like the amaris note to me. I don't really get the linen. I thought that might be the base, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, I like this. I'm gonna probably wear this for a few more days, and if I have any changing opinions in those days, then I'll pop back on here to talk more about Telegramma. But I think that overall it was nice, but it was the one that I was technically the least excited about, so that's why I started with that one. So I don't know. I'll rank them when I'm done with this. Good morning. Okay, so I wore Telegramma for 3 days to see if my thoughts would change about it, to see if, you know, wearing different deodorant with it would change my mind about it, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have like multiple deodorants that I cycle through. So I still had the exact same impression that I had the first day that I put it on. So I don't know. It's too early to rank. Let's just get into the next one. So today I'm going to try on Slow Explosions. I got my soap back, so I don't have on my partner's super fragrant soap, and we'll see how this goes. I don't like this. I do not like this. I don't like this. This smells like incense, but like cheap and powdery. It doesn't smell, it's not, to me, it kind of smells like cat litter. Like it has like this weird like sandy smell to it. Like not sandy, but just like gritty and powdery. Like, no. I like smell what they are describing as the leather. I like smell what they're describing as the Rose Absolute, but like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I do not like this. I do not like this at all. I'll talk to y'all in a couple hours about it, but right now, I know I said it's too early to rank, but this is number 8. No. Slow Explosions, let me calm down. It's been 2.5 hours and Slow Explosions is still giving cat piss. It just reminds me of the kitten my brother had when he was little. I do not like this. I just like, I don't understand what note it is. It's like really not doing it for me, because some of these things in here seem like I would really enjoy them, like saffron, rose absolute, leather, apple, benzoin. I'm not too familiar with benzoin, so I'm feeling like that might be it. Cashmere and Arpora Night Market. I don't know really like how those are supposed to play out, but this is like, it's just not giving what I thought it was supposed to have gave. Like, okay, so when to wear this fragrance. With pops of rose and hints of saffron, the scent explodes on the skin and awakens the senses. Every inhale will open you up to the idea of escape, push you to take risks, and embolden you to truly get lost. Let us know how it goes. It's not going. I don't like it. It like smells like sour to me. It like reminds me of my mom when I was little. Used to like have a lot of like little perfume bottles that I guess she had carried with her like throughout time, and they would be really old. They would be in the bottom of a drawer in the bathroom, so they have been exposed to like this like volatile heat in the bathroom and whatnot, and they smelled like this. They didn't smell like they were supposed to. And I remember asking my mom, like when I was little, I was like, is this supposed to smell good? And I remember her being like, oh, that doesn't smell like it used to. I feel like I'm getting slow explosions after it's been in the bottom of somebody's bathroom drawer for the last 5 years. And I don't know if it's my body chemistry or like what, but this is the last time I will be wearing this fragrance. The dry down is less cat pee, but it's still cat pee to me. So I don't want to say all this to like discourage you from trying slow explosions, but it just like, there's a note in here that is nostalgic in all the wrong ways for me. There has to be a way for this scent to sit differently on someone else, and I'm really curious to smell it on other people, but you will not be smelling it on me. I don't think this is ever going to change for me. I'm not a fan. So after the catastrophe that was slow explosions yesterday, I kind of wanted to go with one of the samples that has the most notes that I can't think of if I've smelled it or not. So today I want to try Oh Unknown, because there's only 2 things that I recognize in the listing of the notes. This one I can smell through the bottle, and it does have sandalwood in it, which is one of the notes that I recognized, and I think was balsam, and those I'm smelling through the bottle. I wish I knew more about the notes that were in this, like prior to getting it, but that's also part of the reason why I got it, because I had no idea what it was talking about. And also because the final note listed on the website is a bunch of question marks, so. There's this candle, this like mahogany teakwood candle. I don't know if that's the exact name, but it was like this like, it was either black or dark green candle that I used to get all the time from Walmart. And that's what this reminds me of. It smells like a library book that got left in a barbershop. And I kind of like it. It's got like that weird like page smell, if that makes sense. Like, you know, when you open a book that's like, it's been in the library for a couple decades, but it's not nasty and nobody's written in it, but it just like has a smell when you do that, when you open the pages up. There's something here that also smells a little fruity. It's like bright, but it's not a citrus. I kind of like this one. It's like unexpected. I don't know. Let's check back in a couple hours and see how it fares. I sprayed it 6 times, 2 on each wrist, because I low-key missed, not missed like psh, but missed like oops, and then 2 on my chesticle. So let's see. Normally she doesn't care about when I wear perfume, but this one has caught her interest, so I don't know if that's good or bad. 4 hours have passed and I really just still smell that book smell. I don't dislike this. I just don't know how often I'd reach for it. I like that it's still present I think that reapplying it could become a little overpowering for me, like just based off of the scents that I like. Overall, I don't dislike it. I kind of enjoy it. The book smell is just so interesting. It's like book without like giving like whispers in the library. Like it's a very intriguing scent. I don't think that if somebody else was wearing it that I could recognize it. I think that it would be this is definitely a scent that, like, if you are around people who care about scents and like they ask you, you would not be lying if you told them like couldn't tell you what makes it what it is. So I'm gonna give this a couple more days. I ended up falling in love with Oh Unknown so much that like I wore it to bed. Like I applied it to go to sleep. That book smell was so comforting. I did not expect to like fall in love that way. I know, like I said, I'm probably gonna wait until like the end to like rank all of them, but Oh Unknown really like just, it came and like gave me a really beautiful hug. I wore it for literally days. I don't know if I could say that it was technically my favorite yet, but buddy, when I tell you I enjoyed it, I mean it. I really enjoyed Oh Unknown. That I'm like speechless. That's how much I enjoyed it. Was that not a wild ride? Okay, so I'm gonna try and be brief because while you have only been watching me for what will probably be about 20 minutes, I have been talking to you for a week. So I'm going to rank those three, and just those three right now. Number one is Telegramma. Telegramma sprayed on so beautifully. The dry down was so comforting. It was nostalgic in all the perfect ways. The backstory, I highly suggest you go to their website and read all their backstories. The backstory was so poignant. It just really touched me. I'm a romantic. I don't know if this is relevant to you, but my Venus is in Scorpio. So Telegramma really just like, I really like that. I really like the story, I really like the concept, and I absolutely love the fragrance. The second one on my list, number 2, silver medal, goes to Oh Unknown. Oh Unknown was so comforting, but at the same time, I don't think I'd want to put it on to wear outside. I wore it to bed multiple nights in a row. Like I would spray it during the day and like not care about it. But then right before I went to bed, I would put it on like I was about to go outside and get in bed and just pull the sheet up over my nose and just take deep breaths. And when I tell you that I had some of the best sleep, that book smell, I don't know if everyone is going to like recognize that smell in Oh Unknown as book, but that smell, those pages, I don't know what it unlocked in me, but I will be revisiting. I really, really enjoyed Oh Unknown. I don't know what I would expect from it to be comfortable wearing it outside. I don't want to ask anything else of it though. It was exactly what I needed when I needed it. And yes, I will continue to wear it to bed. I do not know if that means that I will buy an entire bottle so that I can wear this perfume to bed, but what I'm telling you right now is I'm considering it. And then the last one of those 3 absolutely is Slow Explosions. I never warmed up to it. I feel like I said all I needed to say about Slow Explosions already. I do not want to drag Slow Explosions. I really think that it could be, I think that if it was on someone whose body chemistry, the scent of their body chemistry leaned a little bit sweeter, it could be nice, but it just did not mesh well with me at all. I am really curious to smell it on like other folks. Like this is like irrelevant, but my dad always tells me that when he can tell when he meets somebody who doesn't eat meat because we have a similar smell. I don't know what that means. A lot of people in my life also don't eat meat, at first I was offended because I thought he was saying I stunk. And then he was like, no, it's just there. So I kind of want to smell it on somebody who eats meat. I don't know if that makes sense. And I don't have the wherewithal when it comes to like neuroscience to understand why that is even a possibility. That's it. So next week, maybe, I don't know. It depends on how long I want to give myself with each of these new fragrances I've already started. The one that I have on today, you will recognize this outfit. Even though I wear so much black, you will recognize this outfit. The one I have on today, I am so in love with, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear about it. I really want other people to get into imaginary authors. I think it's so important to financially support brands that, can I say ungender, that remove gender from their products and their not conversations, language. It, as somebody who does not identify as or, removing that language is really important to me, and it just feels good. I know that it is possible to live in a world where it's not that deep, and to find brands that have that same thought process and that are putting this energy, to know that there's a group of people somewhere that are all producing this thing and they feel no need to say male, female, boy, girl, men, women, is so important to me. Comment below which one you think that you would like to try, and I'll see you next time. Bye.